Okay, this one's for the buyers, and it's because the situation I'm starting to see unfold is multiple offers on properties. In the last week, I've had 2 properties with multiple offers. So I think it's timely that as a buyer, you understood from an agent's perspective, what are the things you can do to give your offer the best chance of being accepted? Number 1, write a good offer straight off the bat. Straight off the bat. So don't try and negotiate these little amounts, $5,000 or even $10,000, because in the scheme of things, over time, that percentage that you may overpay or pay full price for the property becomes smaller and smaller and smaller as time goes on. 5 or 10 years later, you might have overpaid by 2%. Now that's 0.25% of the sales price or the value of the property because it's gone up. So don't out negotiate yourself over a few $1,000s in a market that's going to continue to get better. Even if it's slow, even if we get some bumps, it's going to get better over 5, 10, 15, 20 years. That's number 1. Number 2, make sure your deposits are as large as possible. Don't do little $1,000 and $2,000 deposits. Do 5 or 10% deposits. Your initial deposit should be substantial, and the balance of your deposit should be approximately 5 to 10% of the sales price. If you can't do that, I understand, but if you can do it, try and do that. The next one, make sure your building and pest time frame is as short as possible. So do it as 7 days. You can get it done in the 7 days if you jump on the stick immediately if your offer is accepted. Number 2, either don't have a finance clause, which means get everything in line before you even start looking at property. So all you have to do is basically have the bank do a valuation of the property to get finance approval. But make that time frame maybe 14 days. 21 days is normal, but if you can make it 14 days and you've done your homework leading up to finding a property, that goes a long way with the agent. Number 3, I think, or 4, your settlement period. Make it as short as possible, approximately 30 days, but communicate to the agent and say, hey, as a buyer, we're flexible. If the seller needs longer or shorter, we're happy to accommodate. That's pretty much it. Don't write in all fancy clauses that solicitors want to put in, because most of them are covered in the contract. Solicitors love to do a due diligence clause. You don't need it. All that's covered in the contract. So try and keep your offer, remember, multiple offer situation, as simple as possible so the agent can make an easy decision. Now, the other thing, and probably one of the final things, is just be nice. Be easy to work with. Make it easy for the agent to call and communicate with you. Don't be one of these people that communicates to the agent that they don't like real estate agents. And I get that a lot. We do in the industry. It just happens. But try not to communicate that immediately to the agent, because if you do, and there's 2 offers that are equal in every aspect, the agent will, human nature, pick the nicer person. That's just how it works. So be nice. Even if the agent is not nice, don't let that dictate how you treat the agent. Just be nice, because you don't know, they might be having a bad day. You might be having a bad day. We understand that happens, but the nicer you are, the easier it is for the agent to get your offer accepted. Again, as long as it's the high price and in the line with everything else. Last thing, I suppose, is don't try and out-negotiate the agent. You know, I've been doing this 34 years, and I still have buyers say things, and I know they're not true. I just had a buyer say, hey, Daryl, I know there's multiple offers, but we've made offers on 2 properties, so your client better hurry up and decide. I went to the seller. The seller said, forget about them. Obviously, they don't love our property enough. They're looking at 2 other properties. Let's go to the other offers, which we did. Other offer gets accepted. Communicate that back to the person trying to out-negotiate the seller. And they got mad, obviously, at me because I was the person that communicated that to them. So don't try and outthink and outsmart an agent when all we do all day long and have for years, if not decades, is negotiate. So just be straightforward, be honest, be nice, write a great offer, short time frames, good deposits, and everything else being equal, you should get your offer accepted. That's it. Have a great day.